Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I know it's been a long time. I feel like I haven't talked to you all in a while. I'm coming to you all fresh, quick, no makeup, no edges laid. I had to get this video out. It is graduation week. If I was to pan the camera in my makeup studio room, I have a graduation party overload, boxes everywhere, snacks, paper products, pictures. So after this video, you all might not see me again until after graduation week, which is graduation is Monday. So I might be back up making videos Tuesday, catching up from the weekend. We didn't even have Ready to Love. What was up with that? Y'all, I wanted to get on here and talk about Versuz because I had my life. I wanted to talk about the reunion part 3. But then for the past 24 hours, Porsha been cutting up. So I'm about to try to do a rapid fire, quick video, give my Kiss My Cheeks 2 cents on these topics, and then I'm out. I will see you all Tuesday. So let's start with Versuz. Let me tell you, I am a 90s, was in the high school in 90s. That was my era. So SWV versus Escape, I had a good time. Me and my homegirl, we started out on the patio having our adult fun life. We had some good drinks, some good everything else. We was ready. We was lit. We was getting ready to party. Then it got a little chilly, and it was taking too long. It took too long. If it started at 7, I want to see Escape, SWV, bring your ass. I shouldn't have to listen to the DJ for 45 minutes. But anyway, by the time they came out, we was good and right. Time to warm up, come in the house, put it on the big TV. We had a good time. I had so much fun. The outfits. When SWV came back in the SWV sweatshirts and everybody had their gym shoes on, was good and comfortable, loved it. I would love me an SWV sweatshirt. That's my group. Escape, everybody looked good on Escape. Candy, that zebra print cat suit with the corset, you should have wore that to the reunion. That looked better than your reunion look. Tiny did what she had to do. Tamika, the cat suit with the feathers, oh bitch. 10 pounds off the middle section, I'm wearing that. I'm getting me one of those. That shit was cute. Tasha, I like what she had on. It was cute, but everybody else looked better. But I love the look overall. Who won the Versuz to me? Based off of catalog that I grew to, it was SWV. But Escape sang their asses off. Escape sang like they had a record deal on the line. And they sang like they were putting it all on the line. Escape sang their asses off. Coco sang her ass off. Every time Escape sang, Coco looked like, all right, let me show y'all what I can do. Let me show y'all what I can do. Coco went off. I just had a good time. It was a roller coaster. It started off real slow, but the second half was great. Let's get into the quickies of this reunion part 3. Number 1, Kenya talking about the lies. Porsha is a lie. I was over it. What I say in my notes, the only way for Porsha, and mind you, these past 24 hours with Porsha and her bullshit, I look at the reunion completely different. This is some, let's get through it. The only way for Porsha not to be a liar in Kenya's eyes is for Porsha to come out and run her pussy facts and say, yes, I fucked Bolo. We all know she did it. Y'all know she did it. Let the girl live and move on. Marlo, I'm telling you, these past 24 hours was better than the whole fucking season 13. Once Marlo started telling Porsha she need lipo and her teeth look like horse teeth, I said, Marlo, you lose. You lost it right there, because it's bitches out here, me one of them, that'll pay good money to strut around with Portia's fupa. Good money. If all I had to have was that fupa Porsha got, and I could have everything else, oh, bitch, I would have got up and pranced around that stage too, like, bitch, lipo wear. Because you the one sitting in your dress with a roll, Marlo. But Porsha, you walking around the stage talking about, oh, the dungeon is because of me. That made you look a little bit foolish, because the dungeon is because you accused Kandi of rape, and that's nothing to get up and take a standing ovation over. It's not. Kandi is a shady bitch. Kandi told all of Porsha's business knowing Marlo and Kenya was going to spray her. Kandi is not over what happened on season 9, and I wouldn't either. I just wish Kandi would be real about it. Todd is real about it. Todd is like, I don't fuck with that bitch. Be like your husband. Don't fuck with that bitch. And just come show up to work. It's plenty of people. We go on our job every day, not fucking with people, not speaking to them, not having nothing to do with them. Like with me, if it ain't got shit to do with a debit nor a credit, I ain't got nothing to say to you. So just show up and do your job, Kandi, and quit being fake. To me, Marlo throwing Kandi under that bus, Marlo is nobody's friend. Nobody's friend. Marlo is here to make TV. Marlo, if you were really a friend of Porsha's, you should have told Porsha what Kandi said about her that day, not at the reunion. And if you were really a friend of Kandi's, you wouldn't have sprayed her and threw her under the bus. Gotta get through this fast. I already said Kandi don't forgive. What I didn't like in the reunion is it was a pivot where Kenya and Marlo, you could see it all over their face. They couldn't drag Porsha the way they wanted to because ain't nobody really care about her fucking bolos. So then they flipped the narrative to, why are we even in a dungeon? Because you lied. You lied on Kandi 5 years ago, however many years ago it was. You lied on Kandi then about the sex dungeon and the drugs. You know, I don't like how, okay, I can't get you with this, so I know I can get you with this. I don't care if it was 5 years ago. You said Kandi tried to drug you and take you to a sex dungeon, so bitch, you lie. You a liar. And Porsha is a liar, but I didn't like that flip of the narrative. I knew it. Watch my review. I knew it last week on part 2 that this is a setup. They're trying to take Porsha down when all y'all had to do was sit back and look cute. Porsha is taking her own damn self down. Let's move on. Because I promise you, I don't care too much about none of this on this reunion. But at the end of the day, Porsha, it don't matter how much you apologize and how much you and Kandi moved on. You said what you said. You lied. It was fucked up. You weren't smart enough to not fall for Phaedra's bullshit. So you got to sit in that. At the end of the day, Drew sat up on TV and was getting ready to play with God, talking about, let's pray. We about to talk about the prophet, so I got to pray. I hit fast forward, so I don't know what her prayer sounded like. I don't play with the Lord in that manner. I don't bring the Lord into bullshit. When I know I'm on bullshit, I'm not about to be like, Lord, help me with this bull. No. I don't play with God like that. I don't like Drew. I don't like people in the church who are like Drew, very hypocritical. And so let's fast forward, and that was the end of it. Because Drew started talking, I did hear her talk about how LaToya messed up her baby shower or whatever she was trying to do. And it seemed like Drew is nobody's friend, because how you bring this prophet on the TV just to trash his name? Oh, I Googled him. And if you would have Googled him, you would have seen he a false prophet. I'm like, bitch, why you ain't Google him before you asked him to bless your baby? Why can't you bless your own baby? At the end of the day, I don't want to see Drew anymore. She doesn't have to come back. Give Fallon's peach, or give Drew's peach to Fallon. Let's get into the bullshit. So yesterday, Porsha was out here securing peaches for not only herself, but Dennis, Simon, and Fallon. Like, Porsha out here talking about, Fallon isn't my friend. You a motherfucking lie. Fallon is your best friend because you ain't did nothing but give her a bag. Oh, it seemed like, let me tell you, y'all know what happened. Porsha is out here taking pictures with her hand on Simon's belly, got an engagement ring. She engaged to Simon. It's too much mess going on. Every time I turned on Twitter, it was a new news article. But let me tell you one thing. After I have sat back and looked at all of what's going on in the past 24 hours, it gives me Porsha, Simon, Dennis, and Fallon sat around a table, probably a red table like Jada, and said, this is what we're going to do to secure bags. This is what we're going to do. Was Porsha going to get a peach next season? Yes, 100%. But Porsha said, you ain't about to drop my pay. I'm about to give y'all a story. You about to pay me Nene money. That's what Porsha said. You about to pay me Nene Leakes candy money. I want millions for a season. That's what Porsha did. I heard in the Twitter streets that Simon has always wanted to be on the show. Yes, he has the money, but he's one of those that's looking for the fame. My wife Fallon couldn't get me on the show. So, hey, Porsha gonna get me on the show. Dennis is like, if Porsha rides off in the sunset with Simon and she secures her peach and secures her bag, that's less child support I gotta pay. We probably can go 50-50 and I don't have to pay nothing. So Dennis is cool with it, and Fallon wants a peach too. So Fallon is like, fuck it, I'm divorcing the man anyway. Roll with the story and give me my peach too. I'm telling you, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like they sat around a table with Todd to set up a scheme to bring us the bullshit in season 14. And I'm watching it. I'm watching the shit. I don't care. I'm going to watch and read and drag. And I like Porsha. I do. Yes, she ditzy. Yes, she dumb. But she entertained me on the show. But I just don't believe Porsha. I don't believe it ain't enough love in the world. I don't believe no bitch falls in love with somebody in 30 days. Not a married man. Because this man ain't even divorced. Because everybody's like, the ink ain't even dry. The ink ain't even signed. They haven't signed the first page. The ink ain't signed like Kenya's divorce ain't even filed. Like, this is a married man that you are flaunting on Instagram to be your new fiance. And let's start from the beginning. It started with a picture of Porsha, Simon, and Dennis. Now, we've all heard that Dennis and Simon knew each other in the business world. They were, I don't know if they're friends or associates. Who cares at this point? Who cares? So I didn't think it was anything wrong with them hanging out for Mother's Day, but I'm looking like, why is Porsha touching Simon? And why is Dennis allowing Porsha to touch Simon with his engagement ring on? Because at first glance, I thought that was Dennis's ring. I would have preferred Porsha just to be a dummy and stick with her cheating ass baby daddy over this. So now that we know that they're engaged, because Porsha gave a statement to say, oh, she crazy in love. It's only been 30 days. She understand the optics. Whenever you got to explain the optics, you know it's bullshit. You know you trifling and you know you on the bullshit when you got to explain the optics. So, and a co-parenting. I'm like, it's not that much love in the world. In 30 days, you love a man that much that you don't really know like that. To be a co-parent to your toddler, your daughter, like you don't know if this man like to touch girls, if he like to smack them around, if he gonna abandon you, like in 30 days. That's what I'm saying. It's a scheme. I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna fall for it. So when you look at the picture of Dennis cheesing and congratulating, and, oh, I'm so happy for your new journey, P. I'm like, this is pass around pussy. It's like, ain't no fun if your homies can't have none, pussy. It's like Porsha. Because everyone like, oh, Porsha, she a G. She got these two men taking care of her baby. She getting the bag. I'm like, no, to me, it looks like pass around. Like, yeah, I hit it and my homeboy can hit it too. Yeah, they got to. If you like it, I love it. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Porsha had to turn off her comment. Porsha and Simon had to turn their comments off of Instagram because they were getting so much, like they were trending, and it was not a good trend. It was not a congratulations, girl. It was like, you trifling ass hoe ass bitch. Porsha is the type of bitch you can't keep around your man. Don't leave your Porsha in the house with your man. It was that kind of trend. You didn't have to do this. Like, devil's advocate, say it's real. Say they are in love. You ain't have to put your business in the streets. Nobody would have known. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have cared. Like, I know everybody, it's Porsha business. It's her business, but she put it in the street. And she keep it in the, like, even today, she like, I'm happy. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. We a couple. Like, every time you turn around, she gloating about it. So, keep your business out the street, boo. Now, when I look at this as a whole, it makes me want to rethink every moment that I felt a little iffy in season 13. Let's start with the pool party. Porsha was all up in Fallon house like, ooh, girl, this nice. Ooh, girl, you got a pool? This looked like a wedding in the backyard. And I'm like, see, plot. She was plotting because, yeah, Porsha got her own house, but she got that old house that she done got on the foreclosure, and she ain't redecorated since she moved in. So she looking at Fallon house like, oh, bitch, this nice. I could put my clothes right in the closet. I ain't got to touch nothing. This nice. Plot. It was always strange to me. I don't want to go rewatch my review to see what I said about it, but it was always strange to me how Simon was in that scene while they were playing around in the pool. It looked like dirty old man who want to jump in and touch on everybody's asses and titties in the pool with them. It didn't look like, oh, I'm just here hanging out with my wife and her friends. It looked like, oh, I want to get in there and grab everybody's titties. You know, that scene was uncomfortable for me. Then you get to the point, Simon and Fallon was in South Carolina. Is Simon controlling? Because I remember Fallon was like, oh, we traveled together. I came to South Carolina. My husband wants to come too. Is that going to be a problem, Porsha? Because you like to bust it and pop it wide. Can you do that with him? Or is he going to be lurking around you? That would get on my last nerve if my husband was a lurker and had to come tag along everywhere I went. You know, I ain't doing nothing. But like, space. I like space. Then you be like, well, maybe she wasn't in there with Bolo. Maybe Simon was in there. Hell, maybe the other woman was Fallon. This gives me threesome gone wrong vibes. We don't know who was in that room. It just makes you think. Maybe she wasn't lying, Kenya, while you got Nikki all on Twitter. Maybe she wasn't lying. She was in there, but she wasn't in there with who you think. Then we get to the New Orleans trip. Porsha is like, let's call Fallon. She got a private jet. We could ride with Fallon. And it's like, Porsha is already taking account of all your assets. Simon's assets. She was like, oh, bitch got a private jet. I'm about to have a private jet too. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for people who pay too close attention to what the fuck you got. Worry about what the fuck you got. If you got to ride on Southwest, get your ass on Southwest. Don't worry about my damn private jet. They announced Porsha getting a 3-part spinoff, but this was something she already had in the works to talk about her activism and everything else with Black Lives Matter. And I wouldn't want this shit attached to my name. This is like that damn Martell Holt and how he losing business deals. Like, yeah, you can cheat on your wife and do whatever you want, but we don't want that. We don't want that mess over here on our company. You got to take your name. We going to give you little coins for your land, but we don't want you the face of our company. That's how I would feel too. Like, this is messy. This is trifling. This is not the look I would want to go for to secure my bag. If this is true, Porsha, I hope you pop out 2 or 3 cash registers real quick. You know how Wendy called Evelyn's baby the cash register. I hope you pop a couple of them out. But Simon gives me the vasectomy tease. Like, I'm going to play around with the young women, but I ain't popping out no more kids. The rumor is that Porsha's pregnant. I don't know. She look it, but I ain't in her uterus. I'm telling you, Simon, they said Simon was married when he met Fallon. So I guess this Fallon's karma. Girl, you get them how you lose them. In 2 to 3 years, I'm sure Simon will find another big booty girl in Atlanta to replace Porsha. So you better get friends with Shani and have Shani teach you how she siphoned Shaq's money and put it to an account over to the side. You got about 2 or 3 years, Porsha, to gather your bag, to gather your 401k. Because after this bullshit, a lot of men ain't gonna want to fuck with you. They gonna be like, you trifling. So you better get with Shani. You better get with Evelyn and figure out how you can get you a couple of cash registers, and you better get your 401k set. Because I think you just blew it. I think you just blew it, Porsha. But anyway, I still like you, girl. I'm still going, I'm one of them friends that, see, you need some true friends. Because, see, this is the kind of friendship I like. Where I can like you and be your friend, but I'm going to tell you when you wrong. I'm going to tell you when you being trifling. You need a good check. You got too many people over there on your payroll. Your mama, your sister, has to be Shamia too. Nobody can tell you that this is wrong. The look is not worth whatever payout you think you're about to get it. You was already popular. Like, what? Todd had me cracking up. He said, I'd rather be unpopular with money than popular and broke. Because when you popular and broke, you might do something strange for a piece of change. That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. It looked like you got too many people on your payroll and you need something strange to keep up your change. Maybe them Chanel bags Dennis was dropping off every other week ran out. You need to sell some of them, boo. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't want to put my reputation out there like this for fame, popularity, or a bag. Not when it's already perceived that you have a bag of your own. But if you love him, 30 days, you going crazy, more power to you. Get you one of them Drew prayers. Because I don't play with God like that. I don't play. Get you one of them Drew prayers. I ain't praying over this mess. But I'm watching. And that's it. Like, comment, and share. Like I said, it's graduation week. I don't know what's... Atlanta is off. So we ain't going to get back to the Housewives to Potomac come out. Ready to Love, I know I'll be back Friday, but I probably won't have the review up until Tuesday because my family is coming from Illinois. I have not seen them since the pandemic started, before the pandemic started. So it's probably been a good year and a half, maybe 2 years that I've seen a lot of them. So they're getting all of my time and attention over the weekend. We're celebrating. So I will see you all Tuesday. Have a good one. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.